Welcome to your Magic Moon message. This is the Peace Dealer. I just got pulled over by the cops and my car got towed, y'all. This boss battle shit is real. That being said, within the span of 1 week, all right, let me show you what Mercury retrograde in Leo opposite Pluto Aquarius retrograde looks like. Basically, in the span of 1 week, I got into a car accident. I dropped my rental Turo car off. I still don't know if it's stolen or not because the driver is not checking in with the vehicle. And they keep saying they're about to do it soon. It's fine. I lost my wallet. I'm speeding back to the gas station to find it. That's on me. I get pulled over for reckless driving. I don't have my wallet, so I don't have a license, registration, insurance. I get asked to leave the car. The car gets towed, with which I need some documents to pick it up. And if I don't get it out in 45 days, some bullshit like that. But apparently I can show him my title. All of this is happening because of miscommunication. That's the fuckery of one Mercury retrograde. And I'm not blaming Mercury retrograde for it. I'm showing you how miscommunication is actually the underlying theme behind everything that's happened. Of course, did I need to be speeding? No. Did I even need to go back to where I dropped the Turo car off so that I can look at the field? The only reason why I was there was because I was going to meet somebody who told me to come back today so that they could look up the footage of what happened, which of course when I went there, he never showed up. So I was going to come back. And I wanted to leave because I realized I am pumping my gas. I left my wallet on the top of the car. And I drove off with my wallet on top of my fucking car. So I didn't even realize I didn't have a wallet until like I'm on my way almost at the place. Anyway, like I mentioned, I'm speeding on the way back and it sucks because like I'm literally right there. I'm literally right at the exit. I speed down this highway a lot and I've never been pulled over. Like there's never cops, ever. At least that I can see. I must have been desperate. I'm driving down, I cross all 4 lanes, boom, there's the cops. It is what it is. So I'm not gonna blame anybody for that. I'm not gonna say, oh, this planet is why this happened. And I know I'm not the only one going through this fuckery right here. But yeah, the tow truck driver drops me off at Flamingo. I walk all the way down to El Capitan. I go to the 7-Eleven. I ask if they seen a wallet. Nobody has seen the wallet. I pretty much resigned to the fact that I've lost my goddamn wallet. And I realized, you know what? I may have been driving with this, so let me look out to the road, see if anything's there. I look at the road. Sure enough, I see my wallet in pieces, but intact. And I look, where's the other part of the wallet? On the fucking street. So it would have had to have been there for over 30 minutes. Here we go. So, despite the chaos and fuckery that is this week, I at least still have my wallet. That's the only saving grace. With all my ID cards in there, I got a citation. My car has been towed, and I wanted to share this because I can only imagine some of you are going through much worse. All right, everything I'm going through right now has not stopped me from saying everything in my fucking life is perfect. I'm not gonna lie, after I found the wallet too, I was saying that a lot more. Everything in my life is perfect. This is honestly nothing. I would even say sharing these things is just repeating these affirmations, keeping this mindset has helped me stay in this state of mind to where an experience like this, which I would believe would rattle many, it's just a mild amusement. It's at this point easy to see the patterns. But the lady who rented the Turo, right? She did not communicate. This is Mercury retrograde. We checked in at 10 a.m. She didn't call until 9 p.m. to say, where's the car? I'm like, what do you mean, where's the car? I dropped the car off. That's how she started. She couldn't find a car. She said she was at another lot. I think she was at a different parking lot. And then she won't communicate. I'll try and call her back. She won't pick up. But when we spoke, I let her know which lot it was. She hung up. She wouldn't pick up. I drove down there. I didn't see the car, so I'm thinking it's stolen. And it's not until I left after the fact that she said that she found the car. So once again, miscommunication. Like crazy Mercury retrograde shit. And this is what I meant by boss battle. This is what I meant with that Pluto opposition that realistically puts you in a position to not only face this extreme intensity from this collective unconscious vibration, but also be tested under that pressure. Me, I made a huge mistake. I didn't think that I would even get pulled over. So the idea that I didn't have any ID or registration and I'm doing 100 on the highway is all me. That's dumb as fuck. I'm not gonna blame anybody for that. But still, very, very interesting. And I want to let you know you are most definitely not alone, no matter what you're going through. This is why I wanted to share this with you. Shit is no joke, but it ain't shit either. Honestly, I don't care how bad this could go. Nothing that I'm going through right now is going to really get me out of this mind state that everything is working out for my favor. And I actually wish a motherfucker would. What's up, Mercury? What's up, Pluto? Is this it? This ain't shit. You're gonna have to try harder, bitch. Anyway, yeah, excuse my language, but don't really excuse it. I'm not sorry. That being said, welcome to the full moon, bro. This is the breakthrough. The moon is actually on Hades right now. So you're understanding the supernatural level of the fuckery afoot as this gets ready for 180-degree harvest. The opposition between the sun and moon. The moon is going to end off opposite Mercury, breaking through this reevaluation of your brain, your mind, pretty much how to lock in moving forward, because this shit finna get like ridiculously ridiculous. That's all I'm gonna say. On top of that, this 180-degree opposition with the full moon is fully breaking you through. So the reason why that's significant is because the sun opposite Pluto is a 6-month breakthrough. And now 2 weeks from this new moon, we're now breaking through the breakthrough. Okay, so over the next 2 weeks, everything you've been activating and integrating, as far as your talents, Moon in Sagittarius showed you what your talents look like when demonstrated. Capricorn has allowed you to integrate utilization of it. Now you're going to really understand at an advanced, knowledgeable, supernatural level, this full-on harvest and breakthrough. Gaining this higher knowledgeable understanding in order for you to fully express in Leo what you're performing. So the moon in Aqua is like understanding the mind of the audience you're performing to, and it's going to really harvest who more is clapping, applauding, booing, whoever is there. Moon's gonna go into Pisces. It's gonna entirely shift your perspective. And trust when I say whoever jeering, laughing, sneering in your life right now, whoever's, low-key cheering whenever, anything happens, just know nodal and karmic reversals are real. So I'm making sure I continue to stay on the right side of karma. I'm not gonna lie, this full moon looks sexy as fuck. And I'm not really too worried about kikiing and going back and forth, because this full moon is gonna let you know there are things way more important and intense than that. Like surviving this impending cataclysm, like I just said. I think, given that this is a full moon based in energy, supernatural energy and solar energy with Aqua and Leo respectively, you're going to now feel post Saturday, because the full moon's not going to be exactly opposite until late Friday, early to mid Saturday. And relative to that, what that's going to serve to do is put you in a precarious, I just want to say precarious, put you in a position to not only gain much more extreme understanding of what it is you've spent. Like for example, if you're like me and you demonstrated your talents, right? On Saturday, when the moon was in Sagittarius, like 2 or 3 days ago, I posted on, I burned 2 papers. I got the premonition that 2 people are gonna die the next day. I burned a Venus and I burned a Mars, 1 male, 1 female, to make it specific. This was a way for me to see, okay, is how much of this is just in my head? How much of this is actually real, right? I posted on Twitter, 1 male, 1 female, bodies. I didn't say bodies, but I put like the coffin, cool. Then, of course, after the next day, at the end of the day, I looked at who passed, and sure enough, the first person who died that day was a sergeant. Mars rules police officers, sergeants, athletes. Venus rules actresses, models. Who was the next person who died that day? Someone from The Walking Dead. She died at 33, right? And that was very profound to me. Not because, I mean, yeah, you could say people die every day, right? But just for the fact that it wasn't 2 men, 2 women, it was a male and a female, one who had the Mars archetype, one who had the Venus archetype. To me, that was demonstration of a talent. And no, I didn't murder anybody, but I'm just, in case anyone's wondering, that was, I would say, more like a prediction, right? Now the moon in Aquarius, someone said accidental death noting. Now the moon in Aquarius is going to give further knowledge of understanding the nature of your talents, the supernatural quality of what new precedent and status quo you're pushing through, and all sorts of anime awakening like experiences that are really going to, of course, push you to break through and not break down. So I shared this experience with you so I can let you know that no matter what the universe is throwing my way, I'm not going to break down. I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm going to take accountability for everything that I could have done better in the situation, and we're going to keep it pushing. But this is nothing compared to what's to come. And making it through this breakthrough over the next 2 weeks and 3 months is going to bring you to the other side here. So stay focused once again on what you know you're bringing in, what you know you're wanting to create, manifest. And by the time you get to Virgo season, it's all going to be real. We're getting ready to fulfill the eclipse we had back in Pisces season to make those dreams real. So don't quit. Don't give up. Don't stop if you're feeling extra pressure. Know that you got us. You got this community here if you need any help. And you guys have been really supportive relative to what's happened so far, like especially my car. So I really do appreciate that. Keep me in your prayers and good thoughts, because this shit is ridiculous. Like, this is the weirdest week I've had so far. And I know my experience pales in the comparison to what some of you guys might be going through. So I just thought it'd be right for me to share. You guys stay blessed as always. As you break through in this capacity, open your mind up to that which is out of this world and that seeks to change your current understanding of situations. Peace out.